We don't got the money. We don't got the cash flow to be using licensed music. We got to make our own music.
I know. Tell me about it.
We got to do our own thing. We got to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps.
Dude, all I can say is, man, I got GarageBand, so I think we're gonna make it.
I hate how generic a lot of the shit on there is, because when I first got GarageBand, I'm like, dude, I'm the next DJ, dude. I'm about to be Tiesto.
Dude, last night I was honestly in my chair, and I had the effects on it, dude.
Yeah.
And dude, the way I was hitting it, I was honestly like, I closed my eyes, and I was just like feeling it. And I was like, is this what they mean?
I think it is.
Because the beats were just, it was just like, it was natural. I was like, every, you know, it was sick.
Well, it's open mics with Markus and Justin. Keep on thrusting until you're busting. They're two best friends who go to open mics. They both have some pretty terrible nights, but they also have a lot of fun, even though one of them is better than one. You all know which one I'm talking about, but neither of them do, so shut your fucking mouth.
Did you have a good 4th of July, though?
I did.
Yeah?
I did, yeah. We went up to our farmhouse.
Oh, wow.
In Harbor Beach.
That's some white people shit.
That is some
right
country
there,
people
man.
shit. It's up north, dude. That's the
up north.
The up north.
The infamous.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome. I mean, yeah, it was good. We took my dad's boat for the first time, so we were up there. We went on Lake Huron.
Okay.
That was beautiful.
Okay, yeah.
Which is so different than like Lake St. Clair,
right? Up here?
It's huge. It's gigantic. So you just go out and it's just blue. And
the lake is?
Yeah, it's just straight blue. It looks like an ocean.
Is it like a Great Lake? But yeah, 4th of July, man.
What'd you do?
I went to Black 4th of July. I went to Jenny's family.
Oh,
They
yeah?
did it was just a cookout. It was cool, man.
How was it? Taste good food?
Yeah, mac and cheese was there.
Nice.
I'm going to talk about that on my
I
next
love
special.
mac and cheese.
Yeah, oh, dude, it was great. Black people mac and cheese is the best, man.
Isn't it crazy how, like, in one day, you're just like, in one day I ruined my whole body with alcohol and food.
Oh, my God.
I didn't stop eating, and, like, you just feel like, and then you feel bloated, and then I'm like,
we got there, and they were cooking burgers, and they weren't hot dogs, they were like sausages.
Bratwurst?
They weren't brats, they were, I don't know what kind of sausage. Yeah, they were some sort of sausage. They weren't brats, though. They were, whatever. I don't need to get into the politics of sausages, okay? That goes a long way, deep. But, so we get there, I eat like 2 hot dogs, 2 hamburgers, and then I go inside, and her dad's cooking, he's like, basting some ribs, and then he smoked 2 sets of ribs.
He smoked them?
He smoked 1 set of ribs, and I think the other one he did on the grill.
Oh my gosh.
So there were 2 sets of ribs.
That sounds so good.
Then there was mac and cheese, which I didn't even know it was coming. I didn't know there was going to be mac and cheese.
Yeah,
and
you can't have not mac and cheese with
I know,
barbecue.
But
Come
what
on.
I'm saying is, like, I didn't know.
Amateur.
All of a sudden, I just see these noodles cooked, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then I see this pot with just this yellow melted, and I'm like,
keep talking.
Oh, it's going to be on the that's the mac and cheese sauce.
Like a little kid, like,
yeah, because
it twinkles.
Dude, it was amazing, man. And it was just stirring it all day. So we got there at like 2 o'clock, and I started eating the food that was ready, the hot dogs and hamburgers. And then we ate again at 9 o'clock at night, and it was like mac and cheese. It was spaghetti and meatballs. It was potato salad, ribs, all the other burgers and shit that was left over, man. Some baked beans,
Dude, what was it? Was everybody drinking, or was everybody smoking, or was it both?
Everybody was drinking. Nobody was smoking. Nobody was smoking.
I'm
Nobody
surprised.
was smoking,
with
man.
all the food, that sounds so good.
Yeah,
I
no,
know
nobody. Nobody was smoking.
You obviously went and smoked, right?
We smoked before, but I didn't bring any weed because I wasn't trying to be that guy. Hey, I'm the white guy with the weed. No, fuck that, dude. I did have to. They made me and Jenny do a comedy set in front of them.
No,
yes.
Oh, how'd that go?
I wasn't ready for it. Let's just put that out there.
Talk about it. I want this. I want all of it. I'm in.
Dude, it was.
I want the whole fucking story. No,
I'll tell you the whole story.
I want. You were drinking.
I was
a
drunk
beer
already.
Okay. You were drunk. Oh, okay.
No, I wasn't drunk, but I was like 3 beers in, some hot dogs.
What time is it?
This is maybe like 4 o'clock. This is when.
Oh, it's early. It's not even
This
dark.
is like 5 or 6 actually. This is when the rest of the family came over.
How many people?
10.
Oh, I thought it was a big cookout. Okay.
No, it's still COVID, man. It was, but so
okay.
All of a sudden, one of her aunts is talking to her, and she's like, "Oh, you both do comedy. Well, give us some comedy right now." And I was like, "No." And Jenny pulls out her phone and just shows her shows them the set that she did, the one she has on her phone, and they're like, "No, we want a live show." I'm like, "No, fuck." And one of her cousins was even like, nah, don't make it. Come on. Why? And the aunt was just like, no, we want to see some comedy. And then all of a sudden she just looks at me. She's like, you ready? I'm like, fuck. So I just get up and I start going, and I had nothing prepared.
Oh, what? So what did you say? What did you say?
I just started, hey, how's it going? This and that. And then I started talking about one of the uncles who had left because he had to leave early. He was there early and then left, but he's hilarious. So I was talking about, I was like, yeah, I don't know where you guys found that guy, but he's crazy, talking about his ball hair and shit. And they were like, whoa, because I didn't realize one of the girls was like 16, one of the cousins. And they're like, oh, but hand over the ears. And I'm like, oh, fuck, okay, all right, so now I got to be clean. And then Jenny's dad is heckling me from the back. He's like, good. You got PG-14. I'm like, 14? What the fuck? What is this? It's PG-13 or TV-14. So now I'm like, I don't even know what to talk about. I didn't want to do my weed jokes because I wasn't trying to be, I'm the white guy with the weed. So I did, I think I did Black Thanksgiving joke. I did.
Did they like it?
Yeah, they liked that one. I was like, white people age like shit. Talking about, I don't know about black don't crack, but white crack's like a Detroit freeway. That one worked. Detroit crowd, And I was just up there, I was like, shit, I can't talk about the gross stuff. This is my girlfriend's family. I'm like, just trying to I realized I should have done the Aldi jokes because there were Aldi chips in the house. I was like, fuck, I've been an Aldi crowd. I could have done that. Didn't. I was just blanking up there, man. Just talking about off brands and all that stuff. You haven't heard my Aldi joke? God damn it. Okay.
That sounds
hilarious. Watch my special. Oh, fuck you.
Aldi.
Yeah, and I was just up there like, I just gotta keep telling some jokes. I'm trying to think what else I told. Oh, I did the one about black women touching my beard.
Oh, yeah.
Let me touch your beard. Let me touch your beard. That one worked pretty well, actually.
Did it?
That one worked pretty well. It was funny because one of Jenny's aunts, she came to Atwater one time.
Okay.
Jenny had invited her, and this was back when Atwater was going on, 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
So she came over to my open mic, and I remember she didn't laugh the whole time. She just sat there. Well, I think she brought her kid or her son or whatever, and he was laughing. But she didn't laugh the whole time. And then I was like, she didn't laugh at any of my shit either at 4th of July.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I was like, that's where I recognize your face from. It's the not laughing face from when you.
Did you say that?
No, I didn't. Oh, fuck no. Yeah, I realized it after I got it.
That would have been great. They would have loved it.
After I was done with my set.
I bet you they would have loved it.
Yeah, so I got some laughs. I had.
How much time did you do?
I don't know, 5 maybe, about 5 minutes. And then I was like, you guys ready for Jenny? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, all right, get over. She had drank more than me, but.
Did you guys have? I'm assuming you just did it a cappella.
She did her straight. Yeah, oh yeah. She did her straight set though.
Oh, she always does. She's very.
She's really. She's always
ready.
Yeah, I know. She was like, I tried to warn you. I tried to tell you they were gonna make us do comedy. I was like, I didn't think you were serious.
She was ready.
She was more ready than me, and she got to go after me.
Man, see, you took the bullet.
I did.
You're a good boyfriend.
You want to talk about biting a
good
bullet,
boyfriend.
dude? You want to talk about biting a bullet going first? Try it at your fucking girlfriend's family's 4th of July cookout, dude.
Man, that sounds terrible.
It was
a nightmare.
And like I said, I was getting heckled by her dad the whole time.
That's awesome.
But then
I love that they force you to do it, and he's like, "Watch this shit." I'm like,
I didn't want to say anything mean. It was such a balance. I was like, all right, just But then when we left later that night, she's like. Her dad was like, "You're a good dude. You try hard." He was like,
awesome.
He was like, "You're a good dude." I'm like, "I try." He's like, "I can tell. I watched your comedy. You try real hard up there." And I was like, "You're roasting me." And he fucking roasted me, not even doing the comedy. I went in, I got there at 2:00, and I went peed, drank some beer, had to go pee again, drank some beer, had to go pee again. And he's in the kitchen cooking, watching me go back and forth. He's like, he called me MC Weak Bladder. And that's what happened to me when I was doing the 4th of July, doing fucking comedy for the family.
Oh, that is so great.
Because I'm up there okay, so I got to start my own wave here. I had no idea what I couldn't say, so I said one thing, and everyone was like, oh, and I'm like, oh, fuck, okay, not that. Hey, just talking about some other shit. And it was just just throwing darts, just trying to get anything to stick, man.
That's I feel it.
It was tough because I'm I don't want to ruin everyone's 4th of July cookout by being that
that's
crazy.
That's what I try
guy.
to tell them. I tell them when somebody asks me, I'm like, dude, you don't even want to hear this. I'm like, yeah, dude. I'm like, no, you really don't.
Yeah.
And then the thing is, I hate when I tell people, I'm like, this is going to suck. You're not gonna have fun. I'm not gonna have fun. Since I'm not having fun, you're not gonna have fun. Since I'm not really feeling it, you're not gonna feel it. And I'm like, no. I just want to hear it. I think I'm really like comedy. I've seen Jerry Seinfeld one time, and it's like, no, you fucking. And then you do it, and then they go, oh, so that's it? And you go, I told you!
And then the other thing is, like, if you played the guitar, are they going to be like, you play one of your songs?
They do.
Yeah, and then you play it and you're like, I didn't like that kind of music. I know you didn't. I know. You know how I know that? Because you never come to the shows anyway.
Oh, that's my favorite.
And that was the best part. They were like, Jenny, when's your next show? And she's like, well, we have one on Saturday up in Saginaw. They're like, fuck that. Do it now. Doing comedy in front of your girl's family, that's a little rough. Because you're like, I can't do too much crowd work. Because you can't, we're talking about crowd work being mean and digging into people's lives. I can't do that there. Now I'm getting heckled from her dad and I'm fucking
That's great that you get heckled by the dad, because if you get heckled by the dad, you can't really say shit back because you're like,
no,
please respect me.
Yeah.
And the funniest thing about getting respect from dads is like, yeah, go ahead and shit on me. You just sit there and get shit on. You're just like, okay.
Well, that was the
this is fun. Yeah, keep putting me down. The stuff you learn in school, that's the weird thing about school. It's like they give you a curriculum. This is what you teach.
I don't. Yeah, that's fucked up too. They're like,
you teach
we
this.
want them to know.
And then all of a sudden
things.
you get out of school and you're like,
I didn't need those things.
You're like, I don't.
I'm confused. Why didn't they teach me how to pay my taxes?
Yeah, why didn't they teach me how to fill out my taxes? Why didn't they teach me how to save money? Why didn't they teach me, hey, this is probably something you're gonna need to know? They're like, nope, we're gonna teach you the history of this.
We're gonna teach you how World War II made America the best. Then we're gonna teach you that you definitely need to go to college.
Yep.
But the only way to pay for that is debt. Don't question it, though. Don't ask questions.
No, you should go to college because guess what they do in college? They give you a job. Okay, I'm going to go to college and get a job and be real good. And then you get out, and then like, congratulations, you graduated. And then all of a sudden you're like,
what about
where's
that
the
job?
And they're like, ha!
You didn't find one?
You fucking idiot. You didn't know you had to have an internship? Because if you don't have an internship, then guess what? You have no experience. If you have no experience, we can't give you the job. But how am I supposed to get experience if I not get a job? Oh, fuck!
What did you do in the summers in college?
I did CVS.
CVS.
I did CVS. That was fucking terrible for like 2 years. That was the worst. I hated that fucking place.
Damn. CVS. Yeah. CVS. I don't think anyone likes CVS.
I don't even think customers like it. You know what I hated the most about CVS is like, it's just like even serving. It's like, you see people so much. I knew people's fucking products that they bought.
Yeah.
Like I knew them so much. That's how much they came into CVS. Mm-hmm. And we used to sell cigarettes at CVS.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So
good old days.
Dude, so this is the one story I'll always remember CVS. So I'm at my wit's end. I'm like fucking ready to kill myself, burn the place to the ground. I don't care.
Have you felt like that in every job?
Yes.
Got it.
Because it gets to a point of like, you start doing shit at these jobs and you're like, why are we doing it this fucking way? It's so stupid. Like, because the book said, do it this way. And I never done the job, so I don't really understand the job. But in the book, it said, go this way and this way and this way and then this way and then go backwards and then do it again. And you're like, but I can just go here. And they're like, nope, book says it. You can't go other way or it won't work. So you're like, dude. And then you go tell your boss how you feel? Dude, don't tell your boss how you feel if you like your job. Because if you need money, don't tell your boss how you feel. Hey, I just really feel like I'm not happy with my life.
But have you ever had that boss who's like, I'm just checking in to see how you feel? And
like, fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck you. You know how I feel. Hey, aren't you excited to be at work? No, I could be doing anything else with my fucking life, you idiot. So anyway, I'm at CVS, right?
Yeah.
I'm fucking doing my job. I'm pretty good at my job, pretty quick. Anyway, that didn't matter.
Tough job.
It's a tough, terrible job. So this lady came in who always, and I don't even, this is disgusting how I still remember her order. She always came in. She was always just bitch. She's just she walked in like this. So she comes in, she has her sunglasses on the fucking phone. She's like this. Yeah.
How old is this lady?
Oh, she's like fucking 50.
Okay.
60. She looked like shit, smoker.
Yeah.
So she walks in, hot shit, comes in. 2 packs of Virginia Slims. And she has like her Diet Coke or whatever. 2 packs of Virginia Slims. I want instant tickets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some shit like that. She's like, can you run? She's like, run my numbers. Shoves the fucking ticket in my face before she said anything. And I was like and I said hi to her when she walked in the door. How you doing? She said nothing. She just comes over, fucking shoves the lottery tickets in my face. Yeah. Run this. And so I fucking grabbed shit and I'm like, fuck. And I grabbed it.
Is this how you got fired from CBS?
No, I didn't get fired.
This didn't get you fired?
No. This actually.
You told me you got fired from every job you had, though.
Dude, come on, bro. I might need a job in the future. But yeah.
You definitely will, because you've been getting fired.
Yeah, because I tell my bosses how I feel. So I grabbed the lottery ticket. I'm like, give me the fucking ticket. And I go run it. So I also, this is what happened. She asked me for the Virginia Slims. I grabbed 2 of them. I scanned one of them. While I'm scanning it, you have to scan both of them. So I scanned it once, take my lottery. And I was like, okay. So I grabbed the fucking lottery. She takes the cigarettes, puts it in her purse. She unzips her purse, of course, unzips it, puts the cigarettes in. But I'm over there, and I was laughing because I'm like, oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. Like, I knew it was about to fucking blow up. So I run her lottery tickets. I had to run a whole bunch of lottery. Yeah. And I come over and I go, oh, miss, I need those cigarettes. I didn't scan it all. Oh, what the fuck is this bullshit? Unzips it, throws them down.
So you scanned one of the 2 packs?
I scanned,
and then she took both packs.
Yeah, because I was scanning. I was in the middle, so I was doing I grabbed them, I scanned it. While I was scanning it, she thought she goes, wow, in my face. I grab them and I run it. I come back, of course, cigarettes are already in the purse because she's in a rush to go get cancer or some shit. I don't know. So I'm like, man, I need this.
Isn't that hilarious? People who smoke cigarettes and play the lottery. Yeah. You're like, dude, you're just
and
breaking
she's drinking
even
Diet Coke.
At best.
And she's drinking Diet Coke.
Yeah.
So she's like basically killing herself.
I think you have to buy Diet Coke if you're buying Virginia Slims.
For real.
It's like a 2-for-1 thing.
Yeah. So the next thing you know, I said I need the cigarette. Sorry. And she goes, what the fuck? Some shit like that. And I go, sorry, ma'am. I'm just doing my job.
Oh.
Sarcastic. But it wasn't rude. I was like, sorry, ma'am. I just didn't get to do it. And she goes, you know what? You're so fucking rude. And every time since you've been here, you've been fucking sarcastic to me. And I'm like, ma'am, I have been nothing but nice to you. I asked you how your day is going, which I do every time you walk into the store.
You told her all this. Oh, I wish I could have seen this.
You know what? If I was your fucking manager, I'd fucking have you fired. And I'd be like, well, thank God you're not my manager. And she goes, I want to speak to your manager right now. Dude, my manager's in the back of the store stocking. Yeah. And I go, Sarah! And I'm over the whole store. So there's a line of people. And I go, Sarah! This lady wants to talk to you about me! And she goes, good, Sarah.
Jesus Christ, man.
So Sarah walks up. She's this dumb blonde bitch who was just, she was
your manager, though.
She was my manager. She was hired outside of the company. So they hired her. She didn't know nothing about CBS. Oh. She was asking me questions about how to run the store. And I'm just a fucking cashier. That's how dumb she was. And this is where another reason why. And then I was also supposed to move up in the store. Never moved up because they just stopped training me.
Really? I wonder why.
No, because she goes, you seem like you lost interest. I'm like, you just stopped training me.
You seem like it. Yeah, and you didn't ask for more training, and you started bitching at customers, and you wonder why you didn't. You wonder why you didn't climb the corporate chain at CBS, bro.
Fuck. So anyway, Sarah comes up and she's like, "What seems to be the problem?" She goes, "Oh, this guy is just so fucking sarcastic and rude. He should be fired." And I'm like, "I'm not rude. You're the one that's being rude." And she's like, so I'm scanning up people too while they're watching this fight unfold. And I'm like, beep, how you doing today? And they're like, I'm just so sorry you have to deal with it. I'm like, I know, right? It's crazy how these people like to treat people.
I had a moment like that.
And then Sarah just walked away after she left the store.
Nice.
And she was just scared to talk to me. She let me go down for about an hour or two. She comes up to me and she goes, "Justin, we can't." I'm like, I know.
He didn't cool down at all.
I'm like, I know I can't talk to people like that, but I'm also a human. I'm not gonna let her just fucking treat me like shit, Sarah. She's like, "You just gotta work on it." And I was like, fuck this, dude.
But your shows last week, so you hosted, Mike Jeter was headlining?
Oh yeah, sorry, I was busy. Yeah, we couldn't work because I was just booked. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So how were the shows?
I'm kidding. So
you were actually booked on the show. This is groundbreaking. Our podcast listeners have been rooting for you. Our 8 listeners, I think we're up to 9 maybe. Let me check those numbers. But they've been rooting for you to get booked for years now, even before I started the podcast. Yeah.
I want to hear.
But I want to hear about your booking. How did it go?
So yeah, I got booked by Mike Ball to host 2 nights. Dude, first of all, let me say how far of drives these were. So I had to go to Jackson on Wednesday. That's a 2-hour one-way from my house. Then 2 hours back, right? Then I had to go to Midland the next day, which is another 2 hours one way. and then come back. I realized in 2 days, it was like a mini tour. It felt like a mini tour. I was driving across Michigan to do comedy.
Yeah.
So I got the first show at, it was
Jackson, 308.
Jackson, yeah. The Brass Rail.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a great show. I mean, there was like 50 people, a lot of drunk people.
Yeah.
It reminded me of home. It felt good. It felt good. I went up. I did okay. And, I mean, Mike said I did well. He said, like, you did really well. You think you killed it. And he said, he's like, I've seen a lot of people bomb here.
When's the last time you had hosted before that?
Dude, such a long time ago. I can't remember. I couldn't even call. I couldn't even tell you.
Damn.
I couldn't tell you. Yeah, because I've been in California. Haven't done anything in California. I did like a couple shows, but I never hosted. I haven't hosted. Yeah, it felt good. I was nervous, and I kept realizing, dude, every time I get a spot, I overthink too much.
Yeah.
And so I did stumble over some words. I tried too hard on certain things, and I'm like, I just gotta realize I gotta stick to what the fuck I know. But
Yeah.
it's like I wanted to like bring in some of Jackson's elements in the first set, so it kind of went well. I said like Jackson is in the middle of nowhere, so it's like the town looks like it's a dead zone.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, man, it seems like coronavirus has been here longer than anybody's known about it. It's been like the longest. I'm like, that's kind of funny. And I was like, I feel like this is the whole population here is inside this bar right now. I feel like the town's dying, shit like that.
Some classic crowd work.
Classic crowd work.
Clown work.
It went good. I got compliments. People liked me. I made some new fans, I think. Then we went to Midland the next day. Light crowd. But it's also 4th of July weekend.
And they had just came
And
out with
it's-
the announcement that bars were closed. So
Yeah,
I'm
it
sure
was
that
confusing.
sucked,
So
yeah.
they did a thing where it's like, you're closed, but you can stay open if you're 50% food sales and 50% alcohol, which is 702. So that was still open. There was only like maybe 20 people.
Okay.
It was still a fun night. I was kind of used to it. I'm like, we've been doing the open mics, and that's how many people we do in front of every night. We'd even do it in front of less people. So I wasn't intimidated by it.
Yeah.
It was kind of wishy-washy. I tried to do some things. I stumbled over my fucking words at the beginning. And as soon as I did that, it fucked things up because I said things different. I was talking about, I saw like a fawn deer decapitated on the side of the road, and I was emotional.
And they're like, what is this pussy talking about? You never killed a deer before? And you're like, I have, but I cried then too.
I was like, I didn't
And
want to
they're
talk about my
looking at
hunting
you
story.
like-
I didn't want to talk about my hunting story.
Did you do your white trash jokes?
Yeah.
The front yard? You didn't do that?
I did do white trash at Brass Rail.
And it worked.
It killed.
I told you it would. I knew
loved
it would.
They loved it. And I forgot to say it at the next bar because I stumbled over my words.
Well, I was going to say, so.
Because my brain kind of went in blanks because I wasn't getting reactions.
Do you put too much pressure on yourself when
Yeah.
you get a book show, you think? And is that why you would in the past drink too much?
No. I feel like I realized like I kind of looked at book shows. You're going to make fun of me for it, but.
I will. I don't even know where it's going, but I will.
No, I looked at book shows as like a party. I looked at it as like I finally like made it and it's like a rock star moment and I'm like, let's fucking go, let's drink. I've been preparing for this, for like a month and now I get to do the fun and then you do it and then you're like, oh, I shouldn't have gotten drunk as shit because
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm saying.
That makes sense because when we were doing Armageddon Beach Party, you would get super
I think
fucked
it
up.
was honestly, I didn't give a fuck.
I know, but
either
you
too.
treated it like a book show where you could show up and party. You treated it like a party.
I did, and I thought people liked it. And I also was just trying to, I guess it was like me like, okay, maybe I should do this to get people like alive.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of like, that show, it seemed like a poetry room.
Yeah,
was
I
very-
think that place is made more for
It
poetry.
was very,
but artistic.
yep. But it was like a coffee shop artistic feel. It wasn't like
Yeah, it wasn't
party.
a big space.
It wasn't like yeah, but the feel of it wasn't like go crazy, party loud like I am. It's more like,
Yeah. Because remember that first show we had, there was a guy who was drunk and he broke one of the art pieces and it was like a $250
I felt so
piece.
bad for him, and it wasn't even that good of a piece.
I don't even remember what the piece was. I just
It wasn't
remember
that good.
it broke and the guy was like, oh no. He was so fucked up.
Yep.
That was EJ's roommate, right?
Yeah.
EJ, yeah, that guy was fucking drunk, man. But yeah, dude, I remember I used to treat open mics like they were a party. And that's why I was
I did
bombed
that
at
too.
'em. I was bombed at him, and I was like, "Why is this happening?" And then I stopped drinking at the open mics. I'm like,
Isn't that
"Okay,
weird?
so now I'm doing better." And then I just was like, "Okay, so don't get drunk. You can't get drunk and do comedy." And like they were like, I have to pick and choose the shows. I'm like, I'm getting drunk at this one. It doesn't matter. I'm getting drunk. Fuck it. Like my favorite was when I got to host Cabbage Patch.
Oh, that's just a show you should be drunk at.
Well, yeah, it's a good Friday night open mic at a bar, but I got to host. The
no-
host gets free drinks,
Oh my god!
and I hosted
I remember.
the whole show.
I remember you telling me this
It
story.
was the most amazing thing. I got drunk. The bartender almost cut me off. He's like, "I've never cut like." You get
That's
free drinks."
amazing.
Because the bartender is Luke. He's a cool guy, man. He was like, "Yeah, you get unlimited drinks, but I've never had anyone push the limit like this." He didn't cut me off at the end, but I had like one last shot. I was like, ugh. I think I took a... No, I think Kevin Smith drove me home.
You couldn't just drink beers.
I was drinking a lot of beers. And then what happens with me is I drink a bunch of beer and then I'm like, shots. And then I start taking those.
You're that little drunk white girl.
Yes.
At the party.
Yes.
Oh my God, bitches, let's do shots.
No, because I don't start with the shots. Sometimes those girls
Yeah, no,
start
I'm
with
saying,
shots.
you get... Well, just every time you get... When anybody gets drunk, you're like... And you hit that feeling, it's just like party mode.
Yeah, you want to up it, yeah.
I
But
get
you
it.
were able to not do that at the shows.
Yeah, I held off and I chilled and I went there. I took it seriously and I just wanted to do well and not, upset Mike. I didn't want to disappoint Mike.
Well, I mean, it is always important not to, to make sure that whoever booked you, whether they're a comic or not comic, venue owner, whatever, you don't want the booker to have a bad view of you. You want the booker to be like, no, you did your job.
Yeah.
That's why when I got to host Madhouse, one of the managers or whatever was like, "Hey, you had a good set. You did good. Blah blah blah. Great job hosting, keeping the show going." I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
Yeah.
Because I'm like, that's all that mattered. Doesn't matter how my set went. Doesn't matter what the other comics thought. The manager liked me. Cool.
You know what I thought, dude? The moment I had in California when I went the first night I drove there and I ended up at the Comedy Union.
Yeah.
Dude, it was like fate was looking down on me. It was like this kid's working or something. I don't know. So I get booked.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
I get booked the first night I'm there. No one even she doesn't even know who I am, the booker of the club. And this is a well-known place. This is like a pretty well-known comedy club. And they're like, "All right, we'll try you out on this date. It's in like a month or two."
Yeah.
And I go and I fucking do really well.
Yeah.
I do really well. And the booker was unable to be there, but the booker is also the wife's of the owner.
Okay.
So her husband is the owner, she's the booker, but he also does talent stuff too. And he came up to me, he goes, "Man," and all the comments before, they said that this owner is very standoffish and he doesn't really come up to people and shake their hands. He shook my hand and said, "Wow, you're hilarious, you're really funny." And shook my hand and he's like I think he might have said
come back or something.
He's like, he goes, "Oh, this is what he said." He goes, "You know what? You come back a few more. We'll get you on a few more times. If it goes well, then we'll start getting you a paid spot." And I was like, "Holy fuck, dude! I just made it."
Yeah.
Because people came up to me after. Because people came up to me after, the comics are like, "Dude, the owner. He doesn't do that. He doesn't really do that unless he really respects you."
Yeah.
But
that's again.
And then I started showing up, and then nothing ever happened. But I was like, "Dude, I fucking made it. I'm fucking in. I'm with the owner. The owner fucking likes me. How could I not come back?"
Yeah. Because it's the booker, it's the manager. I had the same thing at the Ice House.
He said, but he goes.
I know, but I'm telling you.
He told me, he goes, "I texted her and I let her know that your set was great."
But what I'm saying is, that doesn't mean as much as if the booker saw you. There's something about when somebody who actually makes the decisions sees you rather than when they have someone else vouch. Because they're like, "Oh, okay, yeah, whatever."
But it's the owner and it's her husband.
I know. Husband, whatever.
But I get what you're saying.
The husband could be, the wife could be like,
saying.
"Well, I'm mad at you for something else, so now I'm not going to listen to what your text message said or something," right? You got to take that into account. But I'm saying the owner only has, it's weird, but the owner only has so much pull. Because the owner's not going to come back and be like, "You didn't book that person I told you about?" Because they're busy making sure the taxes are getting paid and the fucking lease and the bind. They're so far above minuscule, "Oh, you didn't give that guy 5 minutes." And they'll be like, "Yeah, I vouch for you." How, I remember the Ice House, dude. I had the guy who hosts, who has his own radio show in LA, fucking host the Comedy Store on Monday, the Late Show on Mondays and shit. Old fucking guy. He's actually from Detroit. I didn't even know. Fraser Smith from Detroit. Okay. He's out there. He was like, "You were really funny. The owner loved you." The owner shook my hand too at the Ice House and all that shit. And the host Fraser took me back, and we were talking to the booker who I had talked with, and she knew me and stuff. But he was like, "Yeah, he was really funny. Really good guy. Make sure you get him back and stuff." Only gets you so far, because they got so many people.
And
they're
this is where
cycling
you
through,
This is where you find out. This is you gotta keep showing up.
You got to keep showing up. That's one of the big things is keep showing up. And
That's the really sucky thing, and that's what I just noticed. I was at shows, and you just see comics every day, and you're like, "What's up, dude? Are you performing?" "No, I'm just here."
Yeah.
And you're like, "Okay."
And that's great because then it's like, okay, keep showing up, but it's like, where do you show up? You can only be at one place at a time.
Yeah, and then like some people are like, "Well, I haven't seen it." I'm like, "Well, I've been over here. I'm over here and here."
So that's where I'm like, do you have to pick a spot? Do you have to pick? This is the club I'm going to every night.
And I mean, if it was mine, I'd pick the store every time.
I know, but then you're like, everyone's.
And then I
picking
was
that.
also like, I realized I was going to the store, but then I wasn't going to. I went to the Laugh Factory like once or twice, twice I think, and then I went to the Improv a few times. But like, I was at the Improv. I don't think I went as much because I had to work that day all the time. But I also was like, there was so many fucking comics there. I don't think you can be seen unless you get pulled out of the bucket, and you're not getting pulled out of the bucket. That's everywhere you go. It's like, if you don't get pulled out of the bucket, the booker is never going to see you. You're just going to look like another face in the fucking crowd.
But that's where I'm almost like, do you have to pick a club? And it's like, but most comics then pick the Comedy Store. So it's like, okay, do I pick one of the other clubs and hope that I can get in that club? And then because the big comics do all of them. They do Improv, Comedy Store, Ice House. They do them all. They do Flappers even. So it's like, do you pick one of those? Try to get in there, and then try to hope that your sphere crosses with someone who matters, and they like you, and then they take you and introduce you to the other places. That's what I'm trying to figure out. It's like, what is the strategy out there from a comedy club standpoint?
Yeah.
Because then it's like, you even talk to like Mike Eshak and stuff, and they're talking about production stuff and, that side of it. And there is that whole side to Hollywood, too, of like movies and TV shows and this and that and that. And then there's the comedy aspect of it. And they overlap, but they're still different things. Like the comedy clubs.
Yeah.
The comedy clubs aren't, they're their own thing, and they overlap a little bit with the movie stuff and the other shit and this and that.
Yeah.
But they're still their own areas.
Yeah. Or I was thinking maybe if you just go to one place, and then you start filtering in like psychology things. Like you just walk by the booker and be like, "Hey, how you doing?" And then every day you just do it.
Yeah.
And then you'd be like, "Hey, I'm Justin," or something. I don't know. Maybe you do that. But then is it too much? It's just like, you don't try to kiss their ass too much. You just say hi.
But that's the other funny thing where it's like, I networked a little bit with the booker at Ice House. And then when I went back to California in December, she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm the marketing person now. There's a different booker, but I'll pass your name along." So now it's like, when the booker changes, you're like, well, fuck, I put in all this time. Even if it's not a lot, you put in time with this, and now it's a different person. And then you go to this club and you're like, okay, now it's a different person. And now it's a different person. And then it's like, you look at the Improv and the Comedy Store, and it's like, you just got to get pulled. You got to get you have to have a good set. You have to hope they saw it and liked your set. And then you have to hope they pick you again the next time. And then you just got to, and I get it. It's like, you got to build your shit up, but it's so fucking difficult out there because every comic's trying to do it. And it's just, how do you... That's almost where I'm like, dude, I think it makes more sense to go out to LA with an audience already. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's so hard to build the audience. Now there's so much stuff. It's like, how do you even build an audience now without getting a viral video?
Yeah, I think we need to go do some stupid shit online. Like really viral. Like we need to go.
But that's the thing is, I think people that try to go viral, well, I mean, if you're not already like that known person, you can tell like when someone's trying to go viral. You can see the video.
Oh, all the time.
It always goes viral when you're not trying, I think, and then.
Well, that's the thing. We've been not trying for months now.
Yeah, come on. Can we get a million? Let's get a million hit view. Maybe we should start like a GoFundMe page for like views. A Go View Me page. But wait, so I talked about my shows.
Yeah, so that was what I wanted to get into.
Yeah, what about you? You have a show. You had a show. You headlined.
I headlined.
He headlined, dude. I'm sitting next to a headliner.
He
also has, guys, if you didn't know, Marcus also has a 30-minute special on Amazon Prime called Black Thanksgiving. And, it's just like, oh, wait. Also, he's performed with Anthony Jeselnik.
Yep.
Who's another one? Andrew Santino.
Yep.
He is also, what was your other credit? Which other one you used?
You don't know my other credit?
Oh, and he won the Detroit to LA 2019 competition. Everybody give it up for Markus Olind.
Thank you. No, that's good. You need to practice that because you're still in the hosting level, so you need to work on saying the credits for the headliner. Like for Mike Jeter, right? You had to say Comedy Central, right? You had to remember that every time. It's so hard
and I
for
almost
your
fucked up. Yeah.
little brain to remember credits like No, I had to. Every time that I've headlined, I've realized that I'm not a headliner. I'm a feature.
I'm glad.
I think I'm getting closer.
I'm glad that
though.
you can see what I see now.
But-
I've been trying to tell you this since you started, and since you started stuttering at 25 minutes, I'm like,
shut
somebody
up.
light him.
Okay, so last week when I did 40
I witnessed him
minutes.
do 40 minutes a couple weeks ago, and
but
now I
I'm
did
saying
40 minutes again.
I did
So
44 minutes on Wednesday,
Jeez.
and that shit. I was 20 minutes in, and I was having a good set. And I looked at the
You
timer.
were having a good set.
I was having a good set. 20 minutes in, I was having fun.
They were
up
on
there.
board.
They were on board.
Good crowd.
Decent crowd. It was
How many
small because
people?
it was Wednesday night, so it was the night that the announcement came out about bars shutting down. So that cut down attendance quite a bit. But
Yeah, that's what cut it down.
I'm just saying there were still some people there. We still had fun.
Okay, cool.
And,
so you're at 20 minutes. They're almost laughing.
I was getting some laughs. I remember 30 minutes in, the 10 minutes between 20 and 30 minutes, it slowed down, but I was still getting laughs, right? Still doing some good stuff. The last 10 minutes were brutal. They were fucking tough, man.
What happened?
I was out of energy. I was out of shit to say. It was
Really?
late.
How are you out of shit to say?
Because I
Well, was the
didn't
show already
prepare
running late?
enough.
Were they not into it?
Well, the show started a little bit late, but it also just
There was too many comics.
there were maybe 5 comics before me.
It's a lot.
And I think Justin DeVozo, he was on it again. He did about 20 minutes. So they had sat through quite a bit of comedy, and I went up there, and by the time I got towards the end of it, I was like, look, we're just trying to get out of this shit at this point, man. There were people at the bar. They were paying attention. And, I'm just, dude, I've realized I'm not at a headline status yet, but
This is pretty good.
I remember. No.
live.
I'm letting you know, I'm not a headliner, but I will headline your show.
I
will headline your
40
show.
minutes easy.
No, I
can.
I had no problem doing the 40 minutes, being up there and doing it. But it's continuing to push yourself out of your comfort zone.
I know. That's what I want. I want the opportunities
Well,
like
you
you
need
have.
that's what I'm saying. Like, you
And
need to
Mike
start with the host. That's what I did. You
I
start with
did.
the host until you're murdering the host. Then they add you to feature, right? And you're struggling to feature, but you're still doing it. And then all of a sudden you're killing the feature game, and then you get put in the headline game, and you're struggling to headline, and eventually you become.
You better
a good
be talking
headliner.
to just the microphone, the people out there, not talking to me like this, teacher.
No, I'm just
better
talking
not
to
be
you 'cause
trying to
we're on the
fucking
podcast,
fuck
man.
you, dude.
Fuck you.
Oh, you gotta know the game. You see, in the book, you're gonna be an MC.
This is not. No. This is not
and
by
then
the
the
book.
feature,
No.
and then the feature
This
done
is
good,
not even-
and then headline good, and then they're famous.
Famous.
See?
That
It's
is
in
my
the
next
book.
step. That
I
is my
know
next step.
what the fuck it is.
Fame, and then fortune will come after that. And I will struggle at the fame at first, right? Just like I'm struggling
Fuck.
headline right now.
I can't stand you right now. I can't stand you.
No, but I'm saying like you got to build up to all of that.
I know you do.
But it's also like throwing you in the deep end and try to swim.
Yeah.
That's how I feel every time I get a headline spot. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have to.
So
tread
what
some
you're saying
water
is
up
we
here.
should switch roles for the next show. Like you could bring me up to my credits. I have a podcast.
Yeah. Boom.
That's
Got
it.
it.
There
I
you go.
can't
Boom.
forget that. I mean, sometimes I forget you're on the podcast because you suck. But
Dude, and then I'll headline.
yeah, I'd love to see that.
I would love to see it too.
Yeah.
Fine. You know what? I am gonna book the show. I'm gonna headline strikers.
I'm telling you,
I'm
book
headlining
the
strikers.
show. You used to run a show in your hometown. You gotta bring it back. You gotta bring it back. I'll help you. I won't headline it.
You want to know the only reason that you want to help me is because you're a selfish fucking prick.
Yes. Now you hit it on the head.
No, you want
I wanna
time.
be on
You want time. And then you also want to get paid.
You were like,
you also want
I
to get
want
paid,
tan.
and then you also want to sell your fucking stupid lighters.
I want to sell my
And you
merch.
want to let people know that you have a 30-minute special on Amazon Prime.
I don't want anyone to ever know about that.
I'm going to introduce my host as that. And you've seen him on Amazon Prime. He has a 30-minute special. That's right, people. 30 minutes of Prime A, grade A material. Give it up for Markus Olind with Black Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And they're going to be like, huh?
Thank you.
Who is this?
He's on TV? Oh my God.
He must be good.
Yeah.
He must be good. Oh, honey, have you seen him? He has a special on Amazon Prime. Listen.
Have you ever been recognized on the street for comedy?
Actually, yeah. Yeah. Actually, you want to know where I was recognized?
I was ready for you to tell the story.
ready?
I didn't want just
Are
a
you ready?
guess.
Oh, it's because it's my favorite one. That was amazing. It was right after roast battle the next day.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I remember this.
A regular at the Comedy Store came into my restaurant, and I'm serving. Hey guys, how you doing? Hey, actually, you were the comic from last night on roast battle. We really liked your joke. I think you had the best joke of the night. And I was like, oh, the one that helped me win, bitch. If you need a host, anytime you go anywhere, you need a host. I'm here.
Last time I did the show, they had a host who did not have any arms or legs. So, if they need someone to dance up on stage, I guess I can bring you along, but...
You're just jealous because I have rhythm.
Dude,
you're a rapper with no rhythm.
Yeah, that's why I'm a comedian.
Yeah, exactly.
You're a comedian with no punchlines. Boom. See, same shit, okay?
Wow, and you're a hack.
Fuck you. You're just saying that because it hurts. No. You don't have any backup for it.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I was gonna tell you this. Speaking of hacking.
Speaking of hacks, fuck you. You were the one speaking of hacks.
Speaking of hacking, dude, I'm on stage now doing an old man bit. I'm getting older now, and I realize I'm like,
so you were being a hack,
dude. I'm fucking getting ready for America's Got Talent. Here I come, world. I'm gonna be relatable. I'm 30 and I'm fucking old. People are gonna be like, wow, I use cash, and people will be like, me too. There you go.
You found your audience.
I'm coming.
You got to capitalize
America's
on it before
Got
they
Talent.
die, dude. They're going to die soon, and then you're not going to have an audience left.
Dude, I'm ready to say just what's happening in my life. Oh, I'm mad at my job. Great.
All these young kids are going to be like, what's a job? It's rough sometimes because people come to shows, and they have different motivations for it, and sometimes it's like they start getting roasted, and they're like, I guess the show's about me, and you're like, dude, stand up for yourself. Don't let me do this.
Yeah.
Because as a comic, sometimes I'm like, let me see what I can get away with. Like, let me see how mean I can be to this person. That's what those chicks that came to New Way the other day, who were there the last 2 weeks, those drunk chicks, the last time I was like, they liked me the first time. I want to see how mean I can be to them.
I was so mean to them.
You went a little too mean. They liked it, though.
They loved it.
They liked it.
That's the greatest thing.
What is wrong with these women?
And the greatest thing about that, when you can get people... Like, when you can get that mean to people, the funny thing is, I'm meaning, like I'm actually like,
but they don't
this
know.
Is truthful.
So
but it's so fun because when you're doing it and you just keep saying how much shit that you hate about them and they love it, you can't stop. Yeah. You go down like a rabbit hole of hate.
Yeah.
You're just like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, it's good.
The best is like I was able to turn them on each other.
Oh, that's fun.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're friends. And then all of a sudden, now I have the one friend feeding me negative information about the other friend.
She's like,
and
this dumb bitch.
Yeah, she's like, oh, she was last week, she had Plan B or whatever. I'm like, oh, now I have that in my pocket. And now I'm just fucking collecting information as these two women war against each other.
Evil war, dude. You're like a
mean.
politician, dude.
I was like a billionaire who funds the politicians. I wasn't even, I was pulling the strings on these chicks,
that's
man.
Mean. That's evil.
It was pretty evil, dude. I felt like George Soros.
It's great when like they also don't expect it. They also don't understand what's happening
because
now they're drinking. So now they're getting more drunk because they're mad and they're like, "Fuck you, fuck you."
But they weren't mad. They were like happy mad.
But they're just putting. But what they do is because they get thrown under the bus. So then they're like, "Fuck, I need something to throw them under the bus." And then they get deeper, and it's more truth. And they're like, "Don't say that thing about my drug past." You're not supposed to know that about my uncle?
It's weird. It's like a weird form of reverse therapy doing crowd work on people because they'll tell you things that they would never tell
anybody.
And then all of a sudden you're like, dude, I'm just an idiot with a microphone. Yeah. Like, what is wrong with you?
And then the funny thing is, too, sometimes they can say something and they probably regret it as soon as it comes out of their mouth. But as the comic, you fucking reiterate it like 3 times so the whole crowd knows that they just said that they had an
Plan
STD.
B. Yeah,
or Plan B. And now they're like, oh, fuck.
Now everybody knows this about
me. And then now that comic's off the stage, you go to get another drink, and now you're walking up to the bar, and they're like, hey, Plan B! Hey, how's the Plan B? You want some? Do you need some more, you slut?
Do you need some more? Do you need some more? It's fun, though. Like, I enjoy that. Maybe that's
I love crowd work.
Maybe it's the evil in me, but I like turning the crowd against people. Like, fuck this guy, right? And everyone's like, yeah, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy.
Because he's just wearing some stupid shirt and you're like, oh, cool shirt, bitch.
Dude, did
And
you
then I
see the
couldn't- and I
videos of LA?
No.
You haven't-
Oh my gosh, dude! I was talking to.
You haven't
Layla
seen
last
this
night.
video?
No, but I was talking to Layla last
pulling it
night.
up.
It sounded like warfare was happening.
I gotta pull up this video, dude. It's hilarious. Oh, here we go.
Okay, so we got.
Fireworks going off pretty much in every direction. That
Oh shit! I just realized what I'm looking at.
our local
That's
fire
LA,
departments
dude.
And police departments have been begging people not to
Oh
do
my
that.
gosh.
Tonight, they are not listening
It's so
to those
awesome.
calls.
That's
it's just
amazing.
Fireworks going off.
On social media, I mean, they're saying safe and sane are even
Look at how many
They aren't
fireworks
stopping.
are going off, dude.
Not to mention the city of LA has a ban as well.
This is what it sounded like when I was talking.
Public shows.
It sounded like
Yeah,
they
it's a
had-
pop,
yeah.
pop, 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 pop,
Yeah.
pop.
It's been like that everywhere, though. Everyone's shooting off fireworks. They're like, "Oh, you're not gonna do it? We'll do it. That's fine."
I think on 4th of July, though, this is what it looks like everywhere if you're up in the sky.
The 4th of
NASA, if
July.
you're listening, can you just send us a picture from space on 4th of July, please?
I have a contact in NASA.
Do you? Hurry
Yeah.
up. Can you hit him up?
I know the booker,
That's what's up.
the NASA booker. The owner of NASA actually really liked my set one time, and then came up to me and was like, "Oh, but then the booker didn't see it, so I haven't got booked on Mars, bro."
I fucking can't
I did a
stand
guest set on Saturn once.
For,
I got to do 5 minutes in Pluto. It was pretty hype, dude. I did some Pluto, some local stuff.
and you,
Like, hey,
and you
Pluto,
know what?
huh?
And you know what he did? He did? He drove all the way there.
I drove to
for free
Pluto.
for 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's a guest spot. It's an investment.
I
right?
get it. I understand.
Yeah.
Why would you
Trying to get in with the
You
club.
take that opportunity.
You want to see a punchline? Look at my balls.
Ew. You have to pull the skin back to look at your pee-pee.
Fuck you. All right, fuck you. I do have a joke about that too. But check
know.
out my special. It's on there.
Why
That joke-
can't we have non-circumcised dildos?
No, that's not even the joke. Don't ruin that joke. That's for the next special, Black 4th of July. I'm talking about... Hey, thanks for listening to the podcast. Check us out on Instagram, Real
Real
Open
Open
Mics
Mics of Hollywood.
Real Open Mics of Hollywood. If
I'm
you're
on,
watching
also
this,
on my Instagram at Justin Essenmacher.
at Beard Von Marcus, we got
Such a cool fucking. I'm kidding. It's the worst fucking
fuck
name
you.
ever.
Why? Because you haven't
Hey,
come
how
up
do you
with
find
them?
me on Instagram? I don't. Beard Von Marcus. What the fuck is that?
It's my handle.
I know it's your handle.
Yeah.
What
And you know
is
what's
it?
your handle? It's a beard. I have a beard. Von means
You know what I
of
love?
or from.
I love that
It's
you branded.
Marcus's beard.
I love that you branded yourself around a beard, and you're gonna keep yourself in a fucking box about the beard. You always have to have a beard now. And
I
you know
don't.
what?
I can
Without
shave
his
it.
beard, he would be nothing.
I would be nothing without my beard.
I
This is
remember-
my beard. Without my beard, I am
Oh, yeah.
nothing. Without me, my beard is nothing.
It's very true.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for checking out this episode.
Oh yeah,
not
guys,
that
it's been
anybody's
good to
still
be
listening.
back. It's been good to be back. We hope you enjoyed your July 4th,
Yeah.
and
In America, greatest country on planet Earth.
if you have money,
Yeah, that's what it is. I was going to say the Daniel Tosh joke where he's like, America's the best if you haven't traveled much.
oh, that joke is so
Dude,
good.
Daniel Tosh is the shit, man. But we'll save that for another podcast, man. Thank you for watching. Another episode next week. If you're in Saginaw and you're listening to this, come to Hit Up Mike Ball. Find out where the show's at on Saturday. It's at it's an outdoor.
It's a secret.
It might be a private venue even.
I think it's a private show.
Yeah. So fuck you. You can't come unless you hit up Mike and he says you can. I don't
Unless
know.
you're cool, then you can come.
Yeah. If you're cool, you can come. So that's the podcast. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, it's open mics with Markus and Justin. Keep on thrusting until you're busting. They're two best friends who go to open mics. They both have some pretty terrible nights, but they also have a lot of fun, even though one of them is better than one. You all know which one I'm talking about, but neither of them do, so shut your fucking mouth.